Yeah. Let's put this on the top box. And put this on the chat. Yeah. I'm gonna wait till the room get full up, man. Yeah. So we editing. What's up, bro? Ball certified. What's happening? U.S. Dope Boy, I need you in Spartanburg. Let me shoot you my email, bro. Visionary Art Group at Gmail. Hit me up on that email, bro. Let's chop it up. Oh, hit me up on the gram too, man. I've been ghost for a minute, man. I got to log back in and get all my shit caught back up. I've been off social media for a little minute. We're gonna talk about a few things. We're gonna talk about the contest and where's the channel headed, and show y'all what I got going on right quick in front of me. So right now, man, we got the Chino Nino video up. I'm editing that. Got some good shots of that shit. Yeah. It's a dope video. Song is called Law. This is the song. Song is called Law. Quick Fingers, what's up? This is the song, Chino Nino Law. We are editing that music video today. I'm only online for like an hour or two, so man, y'all go ahead. Let's get straight to it. It's a dope song. Yeah, that's pretty much the song, man. Chino Nino Brown Law. And pretty much the concept behind the video is, you know, he trapping, he doing whatever. He done lost so many niggas to the street life. You know, he got, you know, people in and out the system. You know, my mom going through it. And he pretty much done lost so many people to the street life. You know, he pretty much next. You feel me? So pretty much just a play on how he, you know, making sure somebody come back to rob him, and that's how we got it. That's right. Power to the independents. Salute to all the creators. All Me Productions. What's up, man? Quick Fingers. Seek success. Chino Nino is not from Orangeburg. Chino Nino is like 15 minutes up the road from Orangeburg. He's from a small town called North, South Carolina. So he's from Orange. I guess you could say he's from Orangeburg County. You feel me? So yeah. That's my dog. What's up, Dylan? What's happening? But yeah, that's pretty much the whole idea behind the video, man. So we pretty much I'm debating on how I'm gonna open up the video. It's not necessarily what black person, man. You know, it's pretty much anybody. You know what I mean? Not necessarily the streets or, you know, a black person, but you know, a lot of people done lost a lot of people to a lot of different things, man. So when you listen to a song, what moves you first to an idea with a music video? Pretty much the overall vibe. Like when I listen to a song, like take this song for instance, you know, when I listen to this song, you know, that's pretty much, this right here was just quick on the spot shooting. But when I listen to a song and come up with ideas, you know, first thing I do is I pretty much just get the vibe from the artist. I see what the artist want. You know, it's pretty much his vision. You just helping him bring his vision to life, being the professional. You know, you should pretty much know what works, what wouldn't work, and, you know, workarounds as far as that stuff. But when I listen to the song, man, usually I listen to the whole song straight through, and I also listen to key things the artist is talking about, you know, pretty much the subject of the song, you know, the overall subject of the song, you know, the hook, and, you know, basically whatever they talking about. But I usually edit the video based on the vibe I get from the song. So, you know, if I get a crunk, you know, he could be talking about, he could be talking about something else, but the song is hyped up crunk, you know. 8 times out of 10, I probably give a hyped up crunk edit, especially if that's what the artist want, or tell me what he want to do. You feel me? So, what's the hardest video you think you've done? I got a lot of videos that's not on my channel. Like Backpack Shorty. Me and Backpack Shorty just did a dope video. We got a couple dope videos he ain't put out yet, you know. Yeah, it's a lot of joints, man. Let me matter of fact, I know bro gonna kill me, but matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all the Backpack Shorty joint. So let's do that real quick. I'm gonna show y'all the Backpack Shorty video. Y'all hold up. Yeah. Let me show y'all this Backpack joint real quick. Oh shit. Chief Keef. I was watching the Chief Keef video earlier, man. Chief Keef gotta cut that out. Chief Keef has to cut that out. Alright, let me show y'all this video, man. This video ain't even out yet, so. I gotta exit that. This Backpack Shorty joint right here. This is like I'm saying, this is a dope video right here, man. We ain't even put this out yet, you know. So I'm gonna tell y'all how I edit this short too. Yeah, see, that's one of the dopest videos I shot, you know, recently. But we got a lot of stuff in the stash you ain't put out. That's a dope one. You got another joint with Blocky and T-Wife. You know, I got a lot of videos. Most of the stuff, you know, artists want to put on their channel, so. Let's see. Oh yeah, Spike. Oh yeah, the editing contest, man. Let me tell y'all something about the all that cap. What I'm gonna do is reimburse everybody who participated in the all that cap contest. I got y'all. There was a miscommunication on my end with the footage and the other director, Savani. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I don't care about people having my footage. I don't care about people you know, doing whatever with the footage. You know, you can't edit me out. You can't edit that guy out. You can't really do nothing with the footage, but play around with it, tweak it, do whatever you need to do. So it was a miscommunication on my end and him, and you know, he ain't want the footage out there. I put it out there without, you know, without chopping it up with him first. You know, if I chop it up with him first, he probably would have been all right with it, but he wasn't. So it was cool. So I just went ahead and took it down. But I ain't wasting nobody's time. So whoever, I got about seven of y'all who submitted final videos, and those guys, I probably give y'all guys like some money or some shit. And I'm gonna email everybody who videos I got. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just hold up, you know, just something on my end, so you guys wouldn't feel like I waste your time. But I will be holding another contest. It's gonna be my footage because I don't care about giving footage away. So it's gonna be my footage. It's probably gonna be one of Chino Nino videos. You know, I think stuff like that helps the artists get out there in different. You know, it's a new age, new day, man. You know, you never know what works, but it's going to be some of my own footage, and I'm going to have the clearance on that. So I will be reimbursing y'all, so y'all don't feel like y'all waste your time. So I got all the emails and all that right there going to be on me. So give me a little minute, and once I get that going, we'll make that happen. So, and really, all the videos were straight. I ain't gonna say it was one winner, so I'm gonna give everybody the same thing. So it's all love for me. All right. G-Vision TV. What's up? What's happening? What's up with you, bro? Yeah, what's up with you, bro? My question might be relevant, but I shoot on the Sony A6500 and was wondering, how do I get rid of the grain? I have ISO always on 200, but it's still grainy. I shoot with the Sony A6500, man. If you're shooting on any Sony camera and you're shooting in S-Log, on any Sony camera, all right, you have to compensate +2 stops, all right? That pretty much means your exposure limit has to be +2, all right? So if you're shooting S-Log 2 or S-Log 3, make sure you're exposing +2. Just look at your light meter and make sure it says +2, and that way when you go into color graded and stuff, it will be grainy. Shooting S-Log will be grainy until you color grade it. You know what I mean? Then you can crush the blacks and do all this stuff, and you get it going. All right. So, yeah, hold on. I got somebody outside waiting. Yeah, so when y'all shooting that S-Log footage, man, just make sure y'all got y'all doing your exposure proper. You'll be good on the grain, man. Make sure you crush the blacks too. Crush the blacks, you're good to go. Yeah, man, that's my fault on the contest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hold up my end of the bargain. I'm gonna pay everybody. I don't know what I'm gonna pay y'all yet, but all the submissions I got, that's why I went ahead and took it down. So, you know, so that's my fault right there. But I will be having future contests, and it's pretty much just gonna be everything Visionary Art Group. Like, there ain't gonna be no collaborations with none of those, with no other directors. So it pretty much will be mine. So everything will be good to go from there. For a minute. All right. Let's see. Do you know how to get H.264 rendering in Vegas? You should be able to click match source file in that you should be able to. H.264 is H.264. So I really don't understand your question about getting it in Vegas Pro to match Adobe Premiere Pro H.264 settings. H.264 is a codec, so you know that codec should be the same codec in Vegas Pro, you know, Final Cut or Adobe Premiere Pro. Maybe you need to change your bitrate settings or something like that, bro. Yeah, Spike, I got yours. I'm gonna email everybody and get their PayPal address. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Do you still fly the GH4 with the Rokinon? No. I sold that GH4. And I actually sold the GH4 and I sold my Sony A6300. So I only got one camera right now. I got my Sony A7S II, and actually my other camera. I got the Sony A6. I got my Sony A7S II, and I got this right here. I ain't gonna tell you what camera this is, but this a new camera. I'm gonna hide it. And I got a video. Oh shit, y'all done seen it. But I got a video coming, man. I got a video coming on this, and y'all, it really ain't about the camera y'all using. You know what I mean? It's all about how you use it. So I only got one camera right now, the A7S II. Sold the A6300 and the GH4. So no, I don't fly the GH4 with the Rokinon no more. What's a good mini HDMI? Just get one from Amazon, bro. Just get a mini HDMI wire from Amazon. All of them pretty much do the same thing. You know, Amazon got some pretty good wires, so I got a couple Amazon wires, mini HDMI wires, and I still got them. I had them for like 2-3 years, and you know what I mean. I still got them. Will 60 frames per second in 720 look okay on a 1080p video? Yes. Slow-mo, yes. Yes, it will. Just right click on your footage, man, and scale the frame size. Nobody won't be able to tell, man. You know, the thing is, when you shooting, when people get caught up in, you know, in resolutions and stuff, you know, like I can shoot in 720 right now and upscale it to 1080p, and nobody would never know. You know, nobody would never know. Like, long as you got that clarity and long as you got that dynamic range, nobody would never know. Lucky Luke, what's up? Nobody would never know. You blend it in between everything else, like nobody would never know. So 60 frames per 720 would look good. You know what I mean? As long as you upscale it, blend it in good, you good to go, man. Just make sure you convert down to 24 frames per second. That way everything will be at 24 frames per second for your final export. Which videos did I shoot with the Sony A6300? Really, I got the Sony A6300 for like vlogging and all that stuff. So that's why I ain't really put out a vlog yet, because I'm trying to clear my camera stash so I could get the. I'm either gonna wait on that new Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera they got coming out, or I'm gonna get a Sony A7S III. So those are gonna be either or my new cameras right there. It was one of those two. So that's why I went ahead and got rid of the GH4. I had like 4 cameras, man. I didn't need all those cameras. I got rid of the GH4 and got rid of the Sony A6300. There's nothing wrong with those cameras. It's still dope cameras. I just had too many cameras, and I'm about to get another camera. So the Mr. video with the girls, that video is actually on my page. It's actually on my page, bro. You talking about that the one with Tone Marie and Mr. Yeah, that one been out for a minute. That one is on the page. We do another video and or live stream watching all contest entries. Not on that video. Not on that video. On the all that cap video, I won't do a live stream on that one, man. I'll do another one, and we'll make it, you know, bigger, and I'll up the prize pool on that. What y'all want for a prize? Anything except a camera. anything except a camera right now, because I'm gonna do this out of pocket. So, and matter of fact, man, when I get back in tonight, I probably go ahead and put all that together, and we'll do one. We'll do one. I'll put that up tomorrow, and we'll do another one, and I'll make sure we have a good prize. I got to make up for that all that cat one. So yeah, that Blackmagic pocket cinema camera, it looks like it's going to be dope, man. So the older one was pretty good, but you know, it had a lot of issues with that joint. Yeah, that Mr. joint is called the Mr. joint with Tone Marie. If that's the one you talking about. Don't understand. That's the joint. What you talking about? Just go to my page, bro, and type in Mr. Don't Understand. It'll pop up. Yeah. I'm gonna choose. I just ain't want bro footage out there. So I gotta respect that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna choose, but I just ain't gonna put his video. I ain't gonna put his footage out there. You know what I mean? Without his clearance. So that's how we gonna rock with that one. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff in the works, man. I got preset packs. I got LUT packs. I just got to get around the time to make the videos and, you know, present it to you guys in the right way. Yeah, the video came out dope, man. It came out real clean too. Red, my man said get me a red Ultra. No, but you trying to make me spend all my money. I can't. I want a red, man, but you know, in the area I'm in and the budget of the artists I'm working with, it would not be a smart move for me to get a red camera. It would take years for me to, you know, break even shooting with a red in the area I'm in. It won't work. Yeah, I think the GH4 can compete with the GH5. Really, man, the GH5 only thing I see the GH5 got over the GH4 is 4K at 60. 4K at 60 frames per second and 4.22 codec. That's the only two things I see the GH5 as far as having a impactful look on your footage. It's the 4K 60 and the 4.22 bit codec when you're shooting. That's the only two things I see over the GH4 over the GH5. So, and the GH5S is better in low light. So, but I'm like, why you ain't just put that in the GH5? You know, I don't know, man. Some of these camera companies don't make good decisions to me. So I'm pretty much just waiting on the Sony A7S III and the see what the Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera got going. Cause I think that gonna be a sleeper camera. That Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera, man. Nah, I ain't gonna be selling no LUT packs. Everything gonna be free LUTs, presets, all that, man. I don't really care about making a buck right now, bro. So I'm just all about trying to grow the channel and brand all of this stuff before I even think about $1 right now. So everything I pretty much present to y'all gonna be free, man. So, and y'all got my word for that. A huge package would be dope to win. When you say a huge package, what do you mean by a huge package? Just like a whole package of like LUTs, presets, and all that stuff. How do you reduce the grain on the GH4 when shooting where you get that clean, crisp look? Try to use light, man. Try to use light. Try to use, you know, natural light sources. Try to use, you know, keep the ISO to a minimum. You know, a minimum where I think the GH4 start showing grain around like 800. like 800 to 1,000. It was real bad with low light performance. So try to keep a light source somewhere. You know what I mean? Y'all got to remember, man. Like, it says low light. Like, you know, it ain't no light. It's low light. So, you know, shoot with low light somewhere. Just shoot with a light source in it, man. That will help eliminate grain in all of your shots. Don't be out there trying to shoot like pitch darkness and, you know, want it to look like daylight. Like, you're gonna have grain in any camera shooting like that. You feel me? So even if you look at, you know, the blockbuster movies on Hollywood, like, they always got a light source somewhere, even if it's a night scene. You know what I mean? Then you expose for that one light. So that's how you do that. You can eliminate noise with any camera shooting like that. Just make sure you just have at least one light source and expose for that light source, and you good to go. GH4, GH5, Sony A7, whatever camera. All of them work just like that. Yeah, I got Visionary Art Group merch coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably going to be the only thing I'll probably, like, anything involving video work, like LUTs, presets, packages and all that stuff, free. But, you know, like any, like merch and all that stuff, you know, I might, you know what I mean, I probably have that for retail, but everything else pretty much is gonna be free. I want to do like a meetup though, man, like a meetup somewhere in like Atlanta or like, you know, North Carolina. I don't know, man, like a meetup somewhere, man, and we just have one big ass, you know, creative session, you know, with a lot of people, man. It got to be a lot of people involved though. Yeah, I got Final Cut Pro X. I never used it though. I used it like once, but like I use Sony Vegas before I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I got Adobe Premiere Pro. I got Final Cut on my MacBook. I used it like once, then man, you know, I knew Adobe Premiere Pro inside and out, so I just stuck with that. I will be doing a filming Africa next year. Does it matter what camera I use? What camera I use, it will be mostly day scenes. Depending on what you trying to like. I mean, like what you need in the camera, bro. Like, what kind of film are you shooting? Like, you know what I mean? You want to shoot it in 4K, then you gonna need a 4K camera. You know, pretty much all cameras got 1080p and 720p nowadays. So you know what I mean? That's pretty much a standard. But like, I mean, do you need like 4K? You gonna mostly day scenes, so you don't need a low light camera. You know what I mean? So I mean, by what you describing, you know, any Canon 60D, 70D, any one of those, Sony, the A6300, 6500, any of those should work. Especially if you're shooting in day scenes. Damn, Spike, you in Belgium? I didn't know that, bro. For some reason, I thought you was stateside, man. The farthest I ever been was Dubai and England. Was it Germany? Yeah, Dubai and Germany. It's just as far as I ever been from the United States, man. What would you say is a good light source? It's not expensive. You can't get the 120 aperture D light. Any light source. And again, it's all situational. It depends on what you're trying to. How big of a light you need, and you know how wide of a light you need, and you know if you need bi-color, you know 5600 Kelvin, or you know you need all of those options in the light. How powerful you need the light. See, the 120D, I don't own that light, but I seen that light and read up on it, and that's a very powerful light. You know what I'm saying? So I think for that price, you can't really beat it. But like me, I bought two light panels for like $440. You know, and I still use those to the day. They bright. You know, you could V-mount batteries on them and got stands. You can take them. They portable. You know, you can move them wherever you want. So those are some good lights. And if you go to any of my videos where I got my my tools list, you'll see them in the description, and they'll bring them up. I forgot the name of them, man. My bad. Seems so difficult. Yeah, I don't know, man. Final Cut is good, and it's good if you it's definitely better if you have a Mac operating system, because with Final Cut and the Mac operating system, you know what I mean, it's pretty much like optimized to a T. Like you can edit 4K and 6K and all that stuff, and it runs buttery smooth because it's fully optimized with the Mac operating system. So that's a plus if you're using Final Cut Pro X on a Mac versus Premiere Pro on a PC. You know, you got Premiere Pro for PC and Mac. So it's pretty much has to be optimized twice to work on both operating systems. But Final Cut is only on a Mac, so it's just optimized solely for that Mac, and it runs buttery smooth. Canon Rebel T6. To tell you the truth, bro, I haven't had my hand on a. You know what? I'm lying, man. I got a camera for my job, man. I'm shooting these safety videos at work, and I think that's the camera they got right here. Let me make sure. I think it's a Canon C something. It's a Canon what? Yeah, my job got a Canon T5i. I know y'all can see that. And I shoot safety videos at work on this. And it's pretty good, man. You know, it got the touch screen. I like it. You know what I mean? It's all of these Canon Rebel lines are pretty much got the flip out screen. And this one right here actually got touch screen in it too. Battery life straight. The shoot 720, 1080, you know, and all that stuff, man. I think all the Rebel Canons pretty much are like consumer cameras. They ain't prosumer, they consumer cameras. And they're pretty straight, man. Just switch it up, get a lens. You can't go wrong with it as long as you know what you're doing. Like I know what I'm doing, so I can get just as good as an image with this camera I can with another camera. You know, it probably take me a while to figure the settings out, but like I know what works, so it'll work out. My man Spike say it's 12 o'clock where he at. Damn, what time is it? It's in the States, man. It's 6:23. It's 6:23 over here in South Carolina. So you like 6 hours ahead, bro. Everybody, that's the thing. The same is good for. It's all good as far as the price. Yeah, seek success, man. I'm gonna make sure everybody gets something. I ain't gonna waste nobody's time. Next contest is gonna be all me, man. So we gonna be good to go from straight to finish. I promise y'all that. How was the Dubai trip? You fly out in July, man. Enjoy your trip. You going to Dubai, bro? Enjoy your trip. Is it expensive like everyone says? No, it's not expensive like everyone says. You know what I mean? It's pretty much our money is, I think the dollar compared to the dirham in Dubai is like 6-to-1 or 5-to-1. You know what I mean? Like for every one of their dollars is like 8 or 9. I can't remember, man. It was a pretty substantial thing, but like it's pretty much evens out when you spending their money and our money. So everything pretty much costs the same, you know. Now they do have a lot of giveaways and stuff, you know, in the mall. They had like buy one get one Jordans. And everybody thought I was lying. Like, they was selling Jordans like buy one, get one free. And I'm talking about exclusive pairs. The ones people kill for over here, they had them on sale or buy one, get one free. You know what I mean? So, if I had the luggage for it, I would have bought a couple of them and came back and, you know, hype beast. But I wasn't into that crap, man. But yeah, man, it's good, man. It's safe. You know, we went camelback riding, we went sandboarding in the desert, four wheeling in the desert. Matter of fact, if you check out my video on my page, I shot with my iPhone, man. You can see almost everything I did, man. It's pretty much a tourist city. It's pretty much like the Miami of the Middle East. That's what Dubai is. The worst part about it is the flying. You know what I mean? It's like a 14 to 16 hour flight. You got to switch planes and all that stuff. And I really didn't want to be over the water all that time. You know what I mean? So it's nerve wracking, man. But you get over there safe, man. Enjoy the trip. I love it over there. I want to go back. I think it seems more difficult because there's not much more information and tutorials to teach you how to. Exactly. That's one of the main things. And I think I want to do Final Cut Pro tutorials, but I already have like enough on my plate, and I got a homie, man Films. He works with Final. That's all he works. I'm trying to get him to, jump into that lane, because it's just as many Final Cut users as there is Premiere Pro users. It's just Premiere Pro is just everything everybody sees. The T6, I think the 6 is geared towards photography. I don't even know why because I know they got like a T6 and a T6i. I don't even know what the I is for on these cameras. I gotta look that up. That's good you say that, bro. The Canon 7D. What do I think about the Canon 70D? It should be better than the Rebel series. You know what I mean? As far as the T5s and the 4s and all that stuff. I really don't really know, man. But I think all Canon cameras pretty much got they good, got their good things about it, like the battery life, the picture profile as far as the color science. Canon got some of the best color science available. Then, you got the autofocus. Canon got some of the best autofocus. I mean, the flip out screen. And also, once the sweet thing about Canon cameras, man, is once you work one Canon camera, you pretty much know how to work them all, because almost all of them are like identical as far as the operating system, the buttons, and the controls and how they work them and how they look, and the lenses and stuff. So that's a plus. The eye is for the flip out screen. Okay, I didn't know that. So I guess, any Canon camera with an eye on it means it has a flip out screen. That's dope. I did not know that. No, that can't be, man, because I had a Canon T2i, and that didn't have a flip out screen. So I got to look that up, man. It's 5:24 in Alabama. So yeah, we 6:28. 6:28 here. Vision, do you do a tutorial on angles for videos? Yeah, I did one, bro. I got a video on, like, I did a lot of tutorials, man. And I don't know, man. Maybe I got to go back and tag my videos better, because I got a lot of videos on a lot of stuff that people don't even know. Like, I already got a video on angles. You know what I mean? I probably need to do a part 2. It's like 5 angles for your music videos or something like that. What do I think about these new Trippy edits? That's a good question. That's a good question. What I think about the new Trippy edits is, it's a new wave. It's pretty much empowering the small guy who don't really, like, you can not know what you're doing to a video and it can look intentional. Like, even shooting a scene with a lot of grain in it. You can shoot a scene with a lot of grain in it now, and the way all these Trippy edits and everything is looking pixelated and distorted and warped out and crazy looking. Like, you cannot know how to shoot a video these days pick up a camera, not know what you're doing, and it look intentional because of the way the edits and the video game is going. Like, you know what I mean? That's crazy. Like, personally, I don't even think you need to go to school anymore unless you're trying to break down the door in Hollywood to, you know, and learn that standard of shooting. But like in the independent game and in the streets and like in the neighborhoods and the outside of being a professional, like you don't even need to. All you need to do is know how to pick up a camera and shoot and record now, and it can look intentional, man. And the way the Trippy edits is real creative too. Like, you got to be real creative to reinvent what everybody else is doing. So me personally, I like it because, again, it's power in the small guy. You know, it's almost like when, you know, going to a professional studio and getting your records recorded and getting it all sound crispy and warm, compared to now, like having your studio in your house and having natural reverb. You know what I'm saying? Like Block Boy JB. Y'all heard his songs? Like his songs sound like it's recorded in the closet with like no insulation. And like that's a #1 record in the country. Like, people don't care about that stuff these days, man. So I think it's all about branding and the Trippy edits and all that stuff, and you know, the independent rappers and all that stuff, and not needing radio to become successful these days. Like, all of that stuff is playing a part into everything. So I'm +1 for the Trippy edits. I'm +1 for the Trippy edits. But I also say, learn the fundamentals. You know what I mean? You want to be versatile. Learn the fundamentals. Learn about lighting. Learn about composition. You know, learn the camera. Learn how to edit. Learn how to color grade. Learn how to light your scenes. 3-point lighting. You know, can lighting. All that stuff. Learn the fundamentals. You know, so don't just base it on the, you know, the Trippy edit thing, but also learn the fundamentals, man. So, but I'm +1 for the Trippy edits. You know, just don't let that be all you know. You need to learn how to color grade. The easiest way to learn how to color grade, man, is get you some flat footage and use LUTs. Use LUTs until you learn how to color grade. Now, I seen Premiere Pro got a new update, and if I ain't mistaken, I think they have an option. I'm going to look into it. The new Premiere Pro CC 2018 update. I was looking at the video, and I think the guy says you can import a photo, take that look of that photo and copy it and paste it on your photos. And pretty much you can create a LUT from anything now. So if that is correct, I think that would change the game. But just use LUTs, bro. Just use LUTs. And pretty much how I learned to color grade is, you know, I just watch different videos and I just tinker with the footage until I get it to where how I want it. Then I just went back and, you know, I looked at what I want. I looked at what I did and, you know, just play with the footage, man. You know, if I wanted it to look like Transformers, you know, I just looked at Transformers and I took my footage and just played with all the settings until I got it to look like the Transformers. You know what I mean? So, but use LUTs, man, until you can get it the way you want. You know what I mean? Flood the streets, man. What's up, bro? Flood the streets. What's up? What's up, my dog? In your shots, that's your signature mark. Not really. Sometimes I like I edit to how what the beat tell me, and I also shoot. Like, I also shoot my music videos like with how the music tell me to shoot it. So, like, you know, if I feel like the song is hyped up, you know, I'm gonna have a lot of hyped up camera movements, you know, and I'm gonna mix that in with the editing and the hyped up editing. So, you know, if I'm shooting a slow song, you know, and the song is slow, I'm not gonna be moving the camera like real fast, or a lot of shaking and, you know, and all that stuff, a lot of panning and stuff. Like if you look at the Mr. and the Tornado Marie Don't Understand video, like almost every shot in that video was stabilized, you know. So it's again, it's pretty much what the song tells me to do, based on how I'm gonna shoot it and edit the video. Yeah, me personally, like I really don't I really don't give a trippy edit unless it's requested from a client, man. Like I love it, I like it, I know how to do it, but I like clean, professional, you know. I like moody, I like telling stories, you know. I like, cause I think you can, but see, and again, man, you know, that goes back to the music. You know, a lot of this music is like trippy and crazy and weird, and you know, auto tune, and you know, so a lot of those videos fit that stuff, man. But I'm a more cinematic, like, you know. I think you can tell a story with no camera movement, or none of that stuff. And this man back here snoring, and you know, and stuff like that, man. I think you can tell a story without all the trippy stuff. So it'd be just as good, man. So it's +1 on that D mode. I really need LUTs for that. Y'all hear this man snoring back here, man? I let him in. He come in here to sleep. Might kick him out. All right. But yeah, man, this is a Chino Nino video right here, man. It's pretty much how I just started on it. I've been shot it, just started on it, but this is pretty much what we got. And some of the slow-mo scenes are shot in no light. This is a prime example of a no light B-roll shot right here. And you can see it don't have no grain in it, because I think somebody asked me, excuse me, I think somebody asked me about shooting at ISO 200. And but this right here, man, I pretty much just shot, I set my ISO for how much the available light, pretty much. Like I set my ISO for the available light, and I left everything like dark. Like I just wanted the light in the background behind these two fellas right here. Like that's all I wanted to see. And you guys can see them guys right there. So and see all that stuff, like how it is, man. It pretty much sets the tone, man. You know, you don't want to crank up your ISO and lose your detail on the windows and the shadows behind them. Like, you know, let light do its thing, man. Just set your ISO for the minimum and film, you know. Like, as long as you got a light source, you straight. You know what I mean? It's the same thing for all of this. And this is the same shot right here, man. It's just the other way. I did 2 shots, and this is me trailing the guys. And you guys can see, man, like the light right here on the porch. You got the light from the window. You got everything bouncing off the car, illuminating, and that just giving shadows on it. Like it's real moody. So you know what I mean? Set the tone with your available light, and you wouldn't have no problem. See all that that looks damn good. It's another low light scene right here. Hold on, man. I gotta wait this guy up. Yo, bro. What's wrong, man? Hey, man, you tired?
Yeah, man, I'm tired, man.
Oh, man. You come in to interrupt my live stream snoring, man. I wasn't going to wake him up, but you were getting louder and louder. I was going to let him sleep, man, but you were getting louder and louder and louder.
I ain't always that loud.
Yeah, you were loud as hell, man. how many takes do you typically shoot for each scene? It depends. Like pretty much, I base my shoots on hours. So 2 hours minimum. And the more hours you need, the more it's gonna cost for me to be on set. But usually 2 hours, and for like 2 hours, I pretty much just go in. The most important thing on a video shoot, man, is to always shoot more footage than you need. Always. You know what I mean? That way you have more to work with. You know what I mean? You might, you don't want to shoot and leave a shoot with, not enough footage. Always shoot more footage than you need. That way you have more footage to play with. You can, your edit can be more complex, When I shoot main scenes, it's really no limit. I just pretty much shoot how much I think I need, but I always overshoot as an entirety for the video shoot. So always overshoot. Main scenes I shoot depending on how many scenes they want. If I got one location, I pretty much shoot B-roll, slow motion B-roll. Main scenes I just shoot till I feel like I'm done at that location. But I always overshoot. Then pretty much the same thing at the next location and the next location. So the main thing is just overshoot. Always overshoot in the allowed time. All right. Yeah, but for each scene, I just go in, man. How do you work with clients that wants $1 million video on $1 budget? That's a good question. I pretty much, the thing about that is, man, you have to, some people are difficult, and I done did this for so long, man. Some people, I done ran into a lot of messed up situations, and then, but each situation is pretty much a learning experience. You know what I mean? And to answer that, I really don't. I got a cap. I got a minimum of what I will work for. And me personally, I always ask the artist, like, what kind of video are you looking for? What's your budget? You know what I'm saying? That's main two things you should always ask, and that will help you avoid that problem with somebody wanting to give you, $300 and want you to shoot for 8 hours and, want you to drive 40 minutes to each location and, and this thing and do that and do all that. Like, what's your budget? What kind of video are you looking for? You know what I mean? They tell you what kind of video you're looking for. You break down what that will take to get that video done. Then, you give them the price, you know what I mean? Or if they have a budget and they say, I got $900 and I want this kind of video, that's where the compromise come in to, okay, with $900, you can get this done, you can get this done, we can do this, we can do this, we can do that, and we can do that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you have that understanding before you even get yourself into that situation. You know what I mean? Those two things will nip all of that stuff in the bud. You feel me? So what's your budget? They'll take care of that, man. A lot of these rappers will try to get up. I'm an artist myself too, A lot of artists will try to, finagle their way out of things, man. Then when you get to the shoot, they got, two $60 bottles of Hennessy, 3 ounces of weed. You feel me? The Gucci belts, the big stacks of money, the money phones and all that stuff, and they only want to give you $300, $400, $500. Like, no, man. Don't sell yourself short. Do not sell yourself short, especially if you got a name. All right. If they ain't your people, you know what I mean? Like, keep it business. That's how you deal with all that stuff. But this Chino Nino video, let's see. I shot this on a Flycam Nano. I didn't have a Ronin. I wanted the movements to be natural. Pretty much, I wanted to show the walking in the stabilized footage. So that's why I used the Flycam Nano on this, and it's pretty much just some rough cuts and a rough color grade S-Log 2 footage. Just some rough cuts and some rough color grade on that footage, man. So
lost so many niggas to the street life. I done took so many losses, I swear that shit ain't right. I hug my mama every night, I know she praying for me. I know they wanna kill me, so I keep my pistol on me. I done lost so many niggas to the street life. I done took.
It's pretty much a rough skeleton of how I'm gonna do the editing. And I pretty much just go ahead and line up all my main shots. I don't put no B-roll or nothing in there. I mean, you can pancake edit and all that stuff, but I pretty much just drag all my main scenes in and chop. Find the scenes I want and chop all those. Then I'll just come back and pick out my B-roll and squeeze that stuff in there, man. Do you shooting 72 frames and put them into 20 and slow it back down on some performance scenes? I actually shoot in. I got a Sony camera, so I shoot in 120 frames. Like, to tell you the truth, bro, I shoot all of my slow motion in 1080p, 120 frames per second. Even if I'm shooting a 4K video, like even these scenes right here, like all slow mo scenes y'all see right here, these are all 1080p scenes. Like, this is a 4K timeline. Like, this shot right here is a 1080p. See it? 1920 by 1080 frame rate, 119.88, pretty much 120 frames per second. Like, I shoot all of my B-roll, and this is how it looks in a 4K timeline. It's small as hell. So like I said, man, somebody asked me this question earlier. All I do is just right click and, upscale it and scale the frame size. And, when you editing the video, man, in the grand scheme of things, you cannot tell the difference. As long as you shoot it correctly, you got to expose properly, color grade right. When you export it down, nobody will be able to tell. All right. So this is right here is, I shoot all my slow motion in 120 frames per second at 1080p, even if I'm shooting a 4K video. That's just how I do it, man. And I make sure it's straight like that right there. And one thing about Sony cameras too, man, you play it back in real time, but you can also slow it down in the camera so you know how it looks slow mode or in real time. So that's dope. Instead of some cameras, some cameras shoot it just in slow motion and all, you have to speed it up and all that. So, right, and want you to, and see, that's another thing, man. So some artists, they want you to do everything. Like I said, man, ask them their budget. Some artists want you to, hey man, I want to shoot some videos with some girls, find some girls. No, like, you find some girls. Like, that's your job. Like, you want me to do that, I'll do it, bro, but that's gonna be extra, and we're gonna pay the girls that you want me to bring. Like all of that goes into the budget, into the budget thing. They want you to bring girls, hey man, bring cars, bring this, bring that. Like, if the budget fits for all that stuff, they got a budget for that, that's cool. I don't mind doing that, but anything extra on me pretty much is gonna cost extra. And don't be, it's business. Don't be scared to handle business. Don't be scared to handle business. That's what it all boils down to. It's supposed to be a mutual respect, supposed to be a business thing. So handle your business from the jump, and you will never have a misunderstanding. Johnny Channel, what's up, bro? What am I using to color grade recently? I am using Adobe Premiere Pro, and Adobe Premiere Pro got Lumetri color built in. You pretty much can use LUTs and all that stuff. So pretty much standard LUTs and with some tweaks. So that's what I'm using to color grade. Video vixens wanting $1 million for a couple hours of work. Yeah, I will say, everybody has a job, and everybody has a job, and everybody has services they offer. So it's like me, I don't knock anyone's hustle. So if you got somebody who they specifically want, and I say go for it. But I'm pretty sure, man, you can find girls around the neighborhood who willing to get in these videos for $50 an hour, $25 an hour, $100 just for coming out, staying on set till they get finished. You know, it's all about, you know, it's all about who they want. But personally, I've been on shoots where some people, you know, they got a following and they wanna be extra. You know what I mean? I guess like I done been on shoots where models, you know, they got followers on Instagram and, you know, the artist paying them for this, but they think they're too big and, you know, I'm not doing that and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and, you know, it's find the right people, man. You know, find the right people and then just pay for their services, and that way everything will be professional. You know what I mean? Keeping it professional really helps things goes very smooth. They really don't be doing too much, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Stiff. Got to tell them this, do that, do that, do that. Like, this is your job. I shouldn't have to tell you how to, you know, be a lady, man. Been a tough time to find exact exposure in post-metry sometimes. What do you mean by that, bro? Been having a tough time to find exact exposure in post. Right, you know, but they want you to pay for their following, then, you know, they won't even post it on their page, you know. It's crazy, man. It's very crazy. Yeah, we got some B-roll. Got some B-roll. Alright, they busting and grab a gun. There you go. That's this a dope B-roll scene right here. This right here was actually in 4K. Count money. And, you know, another thing, man, don't be scared to direct the artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is me pretty much directing the artist, because I wanted a certain look for him to do certain things at certain times. So shout this stuff out, man. Y'all become one. This is y'all project, you know. Count money. Alright, they busting and grab a gun. There you go. Alright, we did that. I think we did that a couple times. Throw money, grab a gun. Shoot. Just look. There you go. The busting, throw money, grab a gun. Shoot. Alright, there you go. One more. I like making these rappers work, man. You don't break a sweat when we working, man. You ain't working. I know y'all want to be cool, man. You got to make them work. Just look, count money. Hey, busting, grab. I had him do this a couple times, and I think I got him just to grab the gun. Grab the gun. He messed that one up. I think that was a blooper. And that's just me getting it from another angle. Come here. Yeah, that's just me getting it from another angle right there. I like that shot. Save the video, bro. Save this video, bro. Driving for lift and I'm watching in between rides. But I want to go back and watch this whole thing. You be driving mad chance. Flood the streets, you driving for lift. How's that working out for you, man? Damn. How is that working out for you, bro? How's that working out for you, man? I wanted to drive for Uber, man, but I ain't want to deal with all that crazy shit. Let's see. Sometimes the video might be overexposed. Been trying to fix that though. Yeah, man. If you ain't shooting raw, like if you ain't shooting like in a raw format, that's going to be very difficult to do. That's when you're going to introduce a lot of unwanted noise and grain in your footage, trying to correct trying to compensate for overexposed or underexposed shots in post. my suggestion is to try to make sure your stuff is properly exposed on set. Especially if you're not shooting in a raw format. You understand? So you can try to fix it, you can try to hide it, but the more you try to fix that stuff, like it's gonna get real messy. It's gonna get real ugly. So you can only push those. You can only push these compressed formats so much. You know what I mean? Like the H.264s and all that stuff, the MP4s. You can only push that stuff so much before it gets blown and it'd be unrecognizable. Johnny talking about the lumetri scopes. If you talking about the lumetri scopes to see how your highlights are, but you can't fix them. You can't really fix that stuff. The lumetri scopes will give you a good show you a good representation of where your mids, your blacks and your highlights are, but you really can't fix that stuff in post that much. You can only you only push that stuff so far, man. Do you feel a little B-roll? Do you feel all B-roll have to be in slow-mo? No. That's how most people do it, though. All B-roll does not have to be in slow-mo. Like 98% of people shoot almost all of their B-roll in slow motion. And you don't have to shoot B-roll in slow motion. Like if you look at that the backpack shorty video I just showed y'all, that this video right here. If we look at this video right here, man, we can it's some shots in here that I actually see. That right there is in slow motion too, but it's reversed. See, that was B-roll, but it's not in slow motion. See that shot right there? Like, that's not in slow motion. See, this shot right here is in slow motion, but what I did was I actually I lowered the frame rate to like 12. So it created like motion blur and like that old school cinematic panning trick. That's a good tip if you guys want your videos to look like that or ever wanted to know how to make that happen in videos. Just change your shutter speed to lower than what it's supposed to be, and you'll get these dope light trails and a footage like this right here. That's another one of those shots right there. But pretty much a lot of this footage in this video, the B-roll in this video, a lot of it was left in real time. You know what I mean? Because I really didn't want a lot of slow motion scenes in this, so I shot a lot of the B-roll in regular speed. And that was a decision I made on set. You know what I mean? But see, again, with the Sony, you can shoot in slow mo and leave it like that, or you just leave it in real time and you can just use it like that. See, all the slow mo is real time. Yeah, so that's that last angle dope. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Do I still fly the Ronin M? I fly the Ronin. I use my Ronin situational. You know what I mean? Like I use pretty much I buy a lot of equipment, but I only use my equipment when the situation calls for it. A lot of people use their Ronins for every scene. And really that's not what the Ronin is for. I mean, you can do what you want with it. You know what I mean? It's up to you. But like me, I don't fly the Ronin unless a situation calls for it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I got a Zion crane. I got a Ronin. I got a Flycam Nano. It's pretty much just like a what do you call it? A steady cam or something like that. And I pretty much use all of those tools whenever a situation calls for it. Like I got a tripod. Man, I even got a jib. How many of y'all remember when jibs was the big thing out? Like, I even got a jib, and like I only used that thing like twice. Like it's behind me in the corner. So, like how many people still use drones? Like drones was the biggest thing ever in music videos. Like again, like I use a lot of stuff, but they all situational. My Ronin M is like I'm staring at it, and I haven't used that in like a month and a half. Like I haven't used my Ronin in like a month and a half. Like it's probably one of my best investments though. So yeah. Big Ape TV, what's happening? What's up with you, bro? Yeah, most people shoot B-roll in slow motion. Yeah, most people probably shoot it in. Most people shoot it in camera, but slow it down in post. I mean, like most people probably shoot it in like 60 frames per second or like 120, then slow it down in post. That way they have the option of keeping it in real time or slowing it down and using it as slow motion for B-roll. I actually like in camera slowing it down in post. Yeah, I actually do mine the other way. Like I shoot mine slow motion in camera, but I just leave it in real time, then I slow it down in post, because sometimes like I don't know what shot, like what part of the slow motion clip I want to use for the clip. Like an example would be like this scene right here. I think this is one of the scenes right here. Yeah, this is let's see. Yeah, this right here is a 1920 by 1080. Yeah, this is 120 frames per second. This is how it looks in real time, but like you guys can see the ins and out points right here. Like I just used this little piece right here. So like what I do is like I go through all of my footage. Like I'm very tedious, so like I go through all my footage and like I just go through all of it. So if I want to use this little piece right here, what I do is I drag it on my timeline. So that's the real time, and and sometimes you can just put it on like 40%, or you can just go ahead and change the you can go ahead and right click on it and modify interpret footage and change it to like 23.96 or whatever you guys want to do, and and drag and drop it, and it'd be slow mode down, slow mode down like everything. So it's all a preference, man. It's all a preference. Yeah, man. I pretty much just wanted to jump on, man, and give you guys some updates. I'm about to tail off, man. But what we doing is, man, I'm pretty much you guys can see the lights and all that stuff in the background. I'm pretty much restructuring the whole setup. This pretty much is like my man cave in the crib, and I'm taking all of this stuff out. I got some stuff coming from IKEA. New table. I got a new monitor coming. I got lights. I got a whole new setup, man, and pretty much just trying to get everything stationary, so it'd be easier for me to break down and set up and do what I need to do without a hassle. You can slow it down in post if you shoot at 60 frames per second and slow it down. You have the funny motion blur. Yeah, that's right. The elements. Pretty much what the elements said, man. Did you ever use the controller for the Ronin M? I recently just got mine where it can't wait to use it. Nah, I never used the Ronin controller. I never used it. Never. I only use it to play around with it, see what it did. It will be useful for like shooting a movie and you got a long panning shot and you got somebody, controlling everything and you just want to focus on getting the shot. and let them focus on framing and, you know, keeping the camera where it need to be. That's what it's for, man. But I never use the Ronin controller, ever. In Final Cut Pro, I can't find interpret footage. Let me see if we can get that answer for you, man. I'm gonna call my guy out real quick. You know, let's see what he said. Where is accent? Where is that? I'm gonna FaceTime him real quick. Yeah, he might answer, he might not. Alright, yo. Yeah, this my little bro, man, Films. He's still in the bed right now. Y'all can see him right here on FaceTime. Hey, you on live, bro.
Yo.
They got a question for you. Oh man, he's still in his drawers. He probably will call me back. As soon as he hit me up, man, I'm gonna get that answer for you. But yeah, man, we pretty much are. I'm pretty much in like a little restructuring phase, man. I got everything going on. Yo, bro.
Yo.
Oh, what's up, man? Hey, yeah, nah. Somebody wanted to know how you. I got you on live too, bro. Somebody want to know how you find how you slow down footage in Final Cut. Yeah, you know how Adobe Premiere Pro got the interpret footage. You know how you right click on it and interpret, change frame rates and all that stuff. You said what?
But I'm about to go into it now. They gotta go tell them go to where the play button at. Go to slow. And go to slow is going to be like 50%, 20% is going to be 10%. What I usually do, you click on how slow you want it, and then I'll go to optical flow.
Okay.
See something and that'll give you like that damn, what's that software you got? That,
Twixtor.
Yeah, that Twixtor kind of effect.
Okay. Oh, Final Cut got something. Oh, Final Cut got optical flow in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I ain't even know that, bro. I know. I think Adobe Premiere Pro got something like that too.
Yeah, that's how I be
optical flow.
And stuff.
Oh, okay. Hopefully he hear you, man. I got you on live, so I got you on speakerphone too. So.
You on YouTube live?
Yeah. I got you on live, man. I got you on speakerphone, so he probably can hear you though. All right, I hit you up in a minute too. You heard me? I'm gonna hit you up when I get off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up. All right. Yeah, man. That's I didn't know Final Cut had something called optical flow. Premiere Pro got that joint too, man. It's pretty much like Twixtor. I know you guys heard of Twixtor. You just super slow mo down. You super slow mo your footage and all that stuff, man. All right, but yeah, man. I just wanted to jump on, man. I'm gonna get back into the live streaming thing, man. Work is just kicking my you know what right now. A lot of overtime and it's crazy, man. So I think he said like right click on it and choose your speed. Or choose your speed and right click on it and it should show choose optical flow. I think he said like options, then optical flow. I really ain't sure. You might have to rewind the video back, like timestamp this little piece right here and rewind it back rewind it back like a minute or two and pull it up. All right, man. Hey, man, look, man, I got the I got the tail off, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna jump on tomorrow, man, probably around the same time, and we could jump into more. Whatever y'all want to talk about, and matter of fact, man, tomorrow, man, let's send me some videos, man. Let's make each other better, man. Send me some videos. Let's see what we got going on, man. Since the last time we kick it like that, all right? That's what we gonna do, man. Y'all know the motto: future proof in America, one YouTube video at a time. We powering the independence. Y'all know the name, Joey Papers, Visionary Art Group. You know, y'all know what I stand for, man. Each one teach one. All right? Y'all be safe. Till the next time, man. Tomorrow, man, same time. Be here, be square. All right? Peace.